Welcome back to Up to Something Outdoors. Today, first boil of 2025. Always a very nice day. And this is even more exciting for me because I put to use all my modifications. One of those past videos I did about some modifications I did to this, I even did a couple more from suggestions from someone on that comments on that video. One guy suggested I needed exhaust. Michigan Weather Spotter, I believe was his name. Put an exhaust pipe on. So we're starting it off. I'm still only getting about 15 gallons an hour of evaporation. That's the same as I got last year. However, I'm only running one boiler, one burner. The other burner's not even working right now, which is very nice. I got quite additional evaporation. It worked very nicely because I can use half the power to get the same effect. I'm still fine-tuning this. Also, I'm sweetening the pan. This was all raw sap, right? So as it gets more and more dense, it'll pull it farther and farther over. I'm hoping that'll allow me to go further, because what's been happening is once I go full steam ahead over here, all the bubbles come up, and I'm literally getting bubbles all the way up to the top up here. I've not had that before. However, one other thing I've been noticing is the foam. This year, I've got more foam on this pan than I can ever remember in the past. I don't know what it is about this season. I don't know if it's just something to do with this season, but man, I have been pulling. Normally, I don't even pull foam off for the first 6-7 hours until the pan's sweetened. I don't even have to pull foam. I've been scooping foam all day. I've been running this burner now 3.5 hours, and I've been pulling foam off every 15-20 minutes, starting in the first hour. I don't get it. That's a lot more foam than I'm used to, which may also come into play with that lower evaporation rate or the bubbling over that I'm experiencing. But we'll continue to play with it. So this is the big modification here that I did after the video. It's a 6-inch exhaust pipe. Now this pan has got drop flues running through here. So all of my exhaust from the burners, one's about central and one's in the middle of the drop flue section, all the exhaust is running through the flue section to come out the pipe. I'm hoping that's going to be giving me a better transfer of heat from that exhaust into the sap. We'll see. I'm still fine-tuning this, like I said. I'm still playing around with it. My goal is to get to 20 gallons an hour this year. I think this pan's capable of it. On the wood-fired, people are capable of getting, I've seen people getting 25, even 30 on this pan. I'm trying to get there. Like I said, I'm running natural gas. We'll see. Beauty I've got is this is my main driveway for the house, and tuck around the corner just slightly, there's my gas meter. So this allows me to run right off the meter into my 2 jet burners. I got one burner's got a valve on it, so I can fine-tune that burner, and I can fine-tune the pair. Still working on it. That hole you see there is not only my visual hole, so I can make sure the burners are on, but I can actually light through there. I use a bit of a blowtorch to light into that. Got a head tank here, up on the deck railing. Comes through here, into my float box, and floats into the pan. Actually, it's doing this again. If you look up here, this is what it's doing to me. This one chamber keeps bubbling over like that. I don't really know why. I'm running a 2.5-inch depth right now, so I'm going even further, a lot deeper than I normally would run, but that's still boiling over regularly. I don't really get it. I'm still working on figuring this one out, but I hope to have a better up-to-date GPH for you here in a few days as I fine-tune it. But for now, I'm also enjoying this beautiful day. It's almost 60 degrees here in Michigan. First day anywhere near this temp this year. So it's a gorgeous sunny day. I'm sure the taps are running. Pretty soon here I'm going to have to go out and check on them. But for now, just boiling away. Enjoying the smells of the maple season and fine-tuning my pan. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you though was my RO setup. I've had a lot of questions on Facebook. I've seen a lot of comments on some of the Facebook maple syrup groups I'm a part of. on RO systems. Let me show you what I use. So here it is. It's manufactured by the RO bucket. It's a single post 4x40 membrane. It wasn't inexpensive, let's put it that way. But what this is doing is it's using reverse osmosis to, this is suctioning up the raw sap. I've got, this is the permeate, which is what it's called, but this is the concentrate. I'm just putting it back in this tote because the way I like to do it is I run this whole tote to get it up to the sugar content I want before I put it in the pan. This hose over here, that's pure water. Just regular old water. That's all the stuff that's boiling off over there. That's the steam coming right out of the pan, right out before I even get it to the pan. Now I've rigged up a system here with the hose to get it out of my driveway. But this will take a couple hours to RO this whole tote down. But I'll take this whole tote, which is a 275 gallon tote, I'll get it down to 100 or even less, probably 80 gallons or so at about 8 to 10%. It slows down the farther you get closer. The closer you get to 10%, the slower it goes. So I generally pull it about 8.5% to go into the pan. But this turns this big tote, which would have taken me, what, 15, 16 hours to do, it'll turn it down to 5 or 6 hours. It is a lifesaver if you're doing a lot of sap. I think I paid about $1,600 for this setup, so she isn't cheap, but when you're running 5,000 to 6,000 gallons of sap a year, which is what I'm hoping to do, man, it saves time. But not only does it save time, it saves you money. Because I can go through 6,000 gallons of sap on 50, 60 bucks of electricity on this, $300 on natural gas out there, $350 tops. If I had to boil it all in the natural gas, it would have been a heck of a lot more than that. So it's a time saver, it's a money saver, not bad. So while this is ROing out, I got the pan over there boiling. Sometimes I sip on a drink, drink with friends. I got friends dropping in all the time, stopping, smelling the beautiful maple smells. And here in a little bit, we'll go out and collect some more sap. Got several more totes to fill. This, with the way it is today, I expect we'll probably get about 300 more gallons today. Somewhat self-automated system. I'm boiling, I'm ROing, collecting all at the same time. Thanks for watching.